well as in the description. I got the inspiration to use bingo as a way to choose my TBR from Maddie at Book Browsing Blog. Every 3 months, I do a roundup of the reading, and to change the board out, I have 24 spaces for prompts, with the free middle space being used as a mood read space. I'm going to pick the prompts out of a cup. If anyone watching has any ideas, please put them in a comment. When I get a bingo, I get a token, which means I can buy a book. And when I get the Four Corners bingo, I get half a token. I also get tokens for every 10 books I read and every 12 bingos I get. Another way I can get tokens is completing readathons. Half a one for a week long, one for a month long, and half a token every 3 months for a year-long readathon. Each book can only fit one prompt, with the exception of 1 or 2 prompts, like read every day for a week. After the 3 months are up, I replace every crossed out prompt and leave the ones I didn't end up completing. Hopefully that all makes sense. If not, ask questions in the comments. Let's go through how it went the last 3 months. Let's start with the stats. I read 26 books in total. 9 in October, 8 in November, and 9 in December. In terms of the amount of pages, I read 6,069, 1668 in October, 2668 in November, and 1733 in December, which is an average of 66 pages per day and 233 pages per book. My average rating was a 3.5. I had 1 1-star, 0 2 stars, 13 3 stars, 8 4 stars, and 4 5 stars. In terms of format, I read 5 physical books and 21 ebooks. In terms of genres, I read 9 romance, 1 dystopian, 9 fantasies, 2 historicals, and 5 horror/thriller. I read 11 young adult and 15 adult books. I read 5 standalones, 8 first in a series, and 3 series I continued in. And finally, in terms of authors, I read 15 authors. 5 I read from before, and 10 were new to me. As always, at the end of every month, I've done monthly wrap-ups in short form, as well as TikToks. They'll be linked below. The first book I read was a very disappointing 1-star with Back River Quiver by Alexa Riley and Jessa Kane. Okay, I know this wasn't supposed to be a serious romance, but it was still high-key creepy. And the main character was written way too stupid for my liking. I used this for the adult prompt. Next was the rest of the Wayward Children series by Shannon McGuire. Come Tumbling Down, a 4-star. Across the Green Grass Fields, a 3-star. Where the Drowned Girls Go, and Lost in the Moment and Found, both 4 stars. As well as the 2 short stories, In Mercy Rain and Skeleton Song, both 3 stars. Each book takes you on this wild adventure with kids who've stumbled into fantastical realms. The storytelling is just so captivating, and the characters feel like friends you'd want to go on an adventure with. The series is about embracing who you are and where you belong, and it's done in such a magical and relatable way. Unfortunately, none of them got a 5-star. Come Tumbling Down, I used for a double page length of the last read. Across the Greengrass Fields, I used for a 4 or more word title. Where the Drowned Girls Go, I used for the under 300 pages prompt. In Mercy Rain and Skeleton Song didn't fit anywhere not already taken, so I used them both on the mood space. And the last book, Lost in the Moment It Found, I used for on somebody else's TBR prompt. Following those, I read Forged by Magic by Jenna Wolfhard, also a 4-star. This was the cozy and heartwarming story I needed. It was fast-paced and had some spice that I read over the course of 2 days. The plot and world building were simple and minimal. Everything was easy to follow. I used this for the over 300 pages prompt. I also used this for the October buzzword, magic words. Manslaughter Park by Tirza Price. My least liked of the 3 in the series, but still a 3-star. While I enjoyed the initial concept and found the characters charming, the overall experience was a bit underwhelming. The pacing of the story was inconsistent, with some sections dragging on, while others felt rushed. While it provided some light entertainment, its lack of depth prevented it from truly captivating my interest. I used this for the Finish a Series prompt. Could Be Something Good by Fiona West, a 4-star. This is a sweet and charming small-town romance that'll make you smile and swoon. The writing style is smooth and engaging, with a touch of humor and warmth. The plot is well-paced and satisfying, with a few twists and surprises. The romance is sweet and clean, but plenty of sparks and tension. This was used for the new author prompt. I also used this for the November buzzword, good. I reread My Lady Jane before I read the companion spin-off set in the same world standalone, My Contrary Mary by Brody Ashton, Cynthia Hand, and Jody Meadows, both getting a 5-star. These historical fantasies seamlessly blend humor and romance with an alternative history. The enduring characters, creative reimagining, and superb writing make them a timeless masterpiece on my favorites list. They were used for the paperback prompt and the correctly predicted 5-star prompt. The Dreamers by Karen Thompson Walker at 3 stars. The writing is undoubtedly atmospheric, weaving an engaging tale about a mysterious sleeping sickness. The multiple perspectives made it hard for me to fully connect with the characters. The pacing felt uneven is witty, sharp, and infused with the perfect blend of humor and heart. And the chemistry between the protagonists is electric, creating a compelling romance that kept me hooked from the start. This was used for the page count equals 476 pages prompt. Next was An Irish Rockstar for Christmas by Jay Simon, a 4-star. This is a heartwarming and festive tale that combines romance and holiday spirit seamlessly. The characters are charming and relatable, and the chemistry between the protagonists is touching, while the plot follows some familiar romance novel tropes. This is infused with enough authenticity and emotion to keep it engaging. This was used for the standalone prompt. I decided to give Alexa Riley another go with lassoing the Virgin Mail Order Bride and branding the Virgin, both 3 stars. The tales are undeniably steamy and filled with intense passion, providing a satisfying escape for those who enjoy the genre. Although some plot elements may be somewhat predictable, the overall experience is enjoyable, and the chemistry between the characters is palpable. This was used for the start of new series and contemporary prompts. First in December was Ruined by Amy Tendera, a 3-star that would have been better to read when it came out in 2016. There were aspects I enjoyed. I also found myself grappling with a few disappointments. The plot had its moments, but there were instances where the narrative felt a bit predictable, and I wished for more depth in certain character developments. Additionally, the pacing left me wanting more, as it occasionally hindered my overall enjoyment with the story. This was used for the DBR Veteran prompt. I got caught up with the Jane Ladling Mystery Series by Gina Showalter and Jill Monroe with a reread of Romancing the Gravestone, 12 Graves of Christmas, both 3 stars. Falling for the Gravekeeper, which was a rewrite of the first book from a different perspective, a 4-star. And the latest book in the series, Grave Wars, also a 3-star. The series is engaging and amusing. The romance between the leads is sweet, with some challenges and misunderstandings along the way. However, the series has some minor flaws that lead the series to only being mostly 3 stars. The main character can be impulsive and nosy at times, jumping to conclusions and interfering in other people's business. The family curse is a bit silly and repetitive. It's not a masterpiece, but it is a good way to pass the time and have some laughs. I used Romancing the Gravestone for the reread prompt, 12 Graves of Christmas for the Not Seen on BookTube prompt, Falling for the Gravekeeper for odd page number prompt, and Grave Wars for the highest rated prompt. Lovelight Farms by B.K. Borson, a 5-star. This is the cutest book. I absolutely fell in love with it. This book is everything. A cozy Hallmark-esque Christmas tree farm in a small town setting. A lovable supporting cast of larger-than-life characters. 2 captivating main characters. I don't know what else to say about it. I use this for the BookTuber's favorite last year prompt. There arose such a clatter. Tales from the Naughty List by C.M. Nescosta, a 3-star. This book is exactly what it claims to be. A collection of short stories featuring Krampus doling out punishments to the naughty children and adults of the world. The book was pure smut, with the barest minimal of emotional engagement or attachment. I use this for the title starts with T prompt, also used for the December buzzword, sound-related words. The last read was How the Hitman Stole Christmas by Katie Rios, a 3-star. There's not much to say. suspend your disbelief and go in just wanting to have pure escapism. The storyline felt bizarre, but fine for the length. I used this for the newest published prompt. So with 26 books read, I was able to cross off 25 prompts and get 13 bingos. For the tokens, I was able to grab 3 for every 10 books read, including the leftovers from last time. 13 and a half for the bingos, and a half token for the buzzword reading challenge, which gives me 16 tokens from the last 3 months. Let's remove those crossed off prompts and get some new ones up. As I worked hard to black out the board, I have no prompts left over. So we're starting the new year off with a clean board, which means I need to replace 24 prompts. For the taken off prompts, I don't add them back into the cup, with the exception of a few, just to make sure the board is different. First prompt is (2020) release. Second prompt. (2023) release. Next prompt. Read a book in a day. Fourth prompt is even page number. Our fifth prompt is going to be buzzword reading challenge. Sixth prompt is (2021) release. Next. Read every day for a week. Eighth is hardback. Ninth prompt is gonna be (2022) release. Next. Continue in a series. 11th. Ebook. Our 12th prompt is page count equals. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. 363 pages. 13th is LGBT+. Next prompt. ratings. 2 are format based. 1 if it's a standalone or not. 1 about the purchasing of a book. 7 challenge prompts. And 3 are about the content. Along with the bingo prompts, I have the next 3 months of buzzword prompts. January is there, or there. February is positive words. And March is character names. Okay, so those are the prompts and challenges for the next 3 months. I'm always excited about what I can read using this board. If you have any questions about anything I've gone over, please put them in a comment. You can also leave any recommendations about what books I can use for